pandemic.
Manny's gonna fight Tank after that.
How would they fight? Tank's 135 pounds.
Catch weight, 43, 44. Yeah.
Who wins that one?
I think Tank.
WBC shouldn't have sanctioned this fight. This is something that Manny Pacquiao shouldn't be allowed to do, but he's doing it. They're probably gonna make a lot of money off of it. It's gonna be a business success, but the fight is...
They keep talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, man. You like that fight because he's little, like he's your size.
I like that.
The boxing world is in shock as rumors intensify about a potential $500 million mega fight between Manny Pacquiao and Gervonta Davis. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing with disbelief. Veteran boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult believes this. Clash could deliver the biggest payday in the history of the sport.
I'm just gonna rub it in. Pause. I remember saying when Tank couldn't get a fight in, I was saying Shakur shouldn't have signed that deal with Matchroom if he wanted to fight Tank. Lomachenko, I said he ducked. But then when he couldn't find a fight, I said, hey, fight Manny Pacquiao. The reason why I said fight Manny Pacquiao at 144 was, number one, you can get the sensationalism and the crazy hype shit of a Jake Paul fight, right? It got the money grab on it. On top of that, though, he can prepare for 140 by fighting Manny at 144, get a training camp in at your weight class. Then he could come down from 144 and fight Tio at 140. Everybody said that don't make sense, Biz. Tank fight Lamont Roach, take a knee, draw, grease in the eye.
The announcement of a potential showdown between Gervonta Davis and Manny Pacquiao has sparked intense debate among boxing fans worldwide. The contrast in their fighting styles and legacies is fueling excitement. Davis, known for his precision, timing, and devastating knockout power, often waits for the perfect moment to strike. On the other hand, Pacquiao overwhelms opponents with relentless speed, energy, and high-volume combinations. This clash of styles, explosive modern power versus battle-tested aggression, has fans wondering if Davis's finishing ability can overcome Pacquiao's experience and relentless pace. More than just a fight, it's a collision of two eras.
One of the most explosive lightweights of our time, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, against one of the most feared and ferocious explosive lightweights in history, Manny Pacquiao. Both men are southpaws and use genius traps to get their opponents to drop their guard and set up hard punches that end the night. While Manny Pacquiao was more of a volume puncher, we all know Gervonta "Tank" Davis was a one-punch knockout artist. Manny Pacquiao also had to chop trees down because he went up in weight throughout his career. Gervonta now is still at what looks like is his natural weight, so he's still able to use that power. Both men used amazing angles. Both men also used amazing momentum punches, meaning they would wait to the last second and then step in and catch the opponent coming at them, and it'd be like a high-speed collision. Tank Davis was great at creating openings to land that one-punch eraser, while Pacquiao created openings in a different way. He would do it by throwing lots of punches and really throwing variations from head to body, but the result would be the same. Both men would stop or knock out their opponents. If prime Pacquiao fought prime Tank Davis at 135 or 140, who wins? Tell me in the comments.
At 46, Manny Pacquiao is once again defying the odds by stepping back into the ring against top-tier competition. While most fighters his age have either retired or moved into advisory roles, Pacquiao's return reignites tough conversations about the risks aging athletes face: slower reflexes, diminished stamina, and a higher risk of injury. In stark contrast, Gervonta Davis is in his physical prime, bringing youth, speed, and knockout power. Yet Pacquiao's legendary ring IQ, tactical brilliance, and adaptability have allowed him to outthink and outmaneuver younger opponents in the past. While age undeniably impacts performance, his experience and timing could still give him a razor-thin edge.
As a cash cow, as a star attraction, as something like a pro wrestler to an extent. You ain't gonna get the fights you want with this dude. You gonna get him fighting Mexicans and gimmick fights like this. Now, the sad part in all this is, in my opinion, is this fight is crazy enough to happen. It's going to make a lot of money. It's going to do good sales. But not only is it box office and big business, in my opinion, if promoted right, looking at this motherfucker's resume, this is probably his toughest fight, in my opinion. A 45-year-old Pacquiao will be the closest thing to a 50-50 fight Tank's been in. And that's sad. That's fucked up. But it's the absolute truth. This is the closest thing he's been into a 50-50 fight, a 45-year-old Pacquiao. Me personally, I don't know what Pac-Man has left in the tank for me to say that this is going to be competitive. It comes to age, speed and reflexes are the first thing to go. Explosiveness are the first things to go. So off youth and explosiveness alone, Tank should be able to beat the old man. But the fact that this is even up for debate is sad, man. Like I said, stop looking at Tank as a as a regular fighter. Look at him as an attraction. When he fights, expect to see the bitches come out. Expect your casual friends to hit you up, talking about parties. And
Manny Pacquiao's next opponent is Mario Barrios, who is approaching the fight with both deep respect and serious intent. For Barrios, this isn't just another matchup. It's a career-defining opportunity. He understands the magnitude of facing a legend like Pacquiao, whose impact on the sport spans generations. This fight demands not only top physical conditioning, but also mental and emotional composure. Barrios sees this as his chance to prove his legitimacy to the global boxing community. At the same time, he offered a balanced perspective, acknowledging that Pacquiao will also face a tough challenge if he moves on to fight someone like Gervonta Davis.
I think I could take a lot from that fight, actually, man. You know, like the way Tank, you know, the way he closes his distance, you know, the way, you know, like he worked off his speed, you know, similar size. I think Pacquiao might be a couple inches taller. But yeah, man. So like again, all those fights, you know, they're like prepared me for this moment. You know, I got me ready for this fight, and yeah, just going back, you know, taking what I can, you know, from those fights as I always have, and then, you know, just work on everything.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia has been outspoken about his concerns regarding Manny Pacquiao's potential bout with Gervonta Davis. Garcia didn't hold back, calling the matchup not just risky, but potentially dangerous. He pointed to Davis's youth and knockout power as a serious threat, especially against a fighter whose reflexes may have declined with age. Garcia expressed hope that Pacquiao would consider retiring after his fight with Mario Barrios, rather than stepping into even more perilous territory. His warning isn't born of disrespect, but out of genuine concern for a legend whose legacy deserves to be protected from unnecessary risk.
What happened before the pandemic?
Manny's gonna fight Tank after that.
How would they fight? Take 135 pounds.
Catch weight, 43, 44. Yeah,
Who wins that one?
I think Tank.
Why do they want that fight?
It's a big fucking fight. It's a huge fight, Ellie.
Who do I cover in that fight?
Huh?
I like both of them. But
Cover both of them.
There's growing concern among boxing professionals over Manny Pacquiao's current fight schedule. Many view the plan to face Mario Barrios and then potentially Gervonta Davis in rapid succession as reckless. They argue the physical toll from the first fight could leave Pacquiao drained, vulnerable, and ill-prepared for the explosive power Davis possesses. Critics are calling on sanctioning bodies like the WBC to exercise greater responsibility, particularly when it comes to an aging fighter. While financial incentives appear to be fueling this momentum, insiders caution that pushing Pacquiao into back-to-back battles could lead to lasting damage rather than lasting glory.
Anyway, in Tank Davis. First, let's start with Manny and Tank. That fight's even more trash than this one because Tank Davis is a way better fighter than Mario Barrios, bro. Tank Davis would send Manny Pacquiao. That's not a good look. So Manny can call it out all day. I'm sure PBC would love to make that fight. Tank Davis, if you and your team watching this video, bro, anybody that's rocking with Tank watching this video, that's beneath you, bro. That man's 72 years old, bro. He about to get hands put on him by Mario Barrios anyway, in my opinion, so I don't think it matters. But even if he was to somehow win and defeat Mario Barrios, I would not want to see Tank Davis take on no damn Manny Pacquiao, bro. That shit would be all wrong.
In true Tank Davis fashion, the undefeated star has shown zero hesitation about a potential clash with Manny Pacquiao. With calm confidence, Davis has made it clear he's ready to face Pacquiao anytime, anywhere. His stance suggests this isn't about money, it's about legacy. Davis doesn't see Pacquiao as just an aging fighter, but as a legend whose name would add serious weight to his own growing legacy.
Just saying him and then fighting somebody like Pacquiao is give me hope for sure. It doesn't matter who I fight. It doesn't matter. As long as I put on a great performance whoever I fight, it doesn't matter. I don't believe that it's...
When discussing a potential showdown between Naoya Inoue and Gervonta Davis, Manny Pacquiao surprised many by giving the edge to Inoue. While his opinion raised eyebrows, it revealed Pacquiao's realistic and analytical approach, acknowledging Davis's power and skills while believing in Inoue's technical superiority. Notably, Pacquiao didn't dismiss the idea of fighting Davis himself. His comments reflect a veteran who fully understands the magnitude of the challenge ahead, yet remains unshaken and unafraid to face it head-on.
So Manny Pacquiao was asked who he thought would win against Gervonta Davis versus Naoya Inoue, and he says he fights like I used to. In a media scrum for his shock world title return against Mario Barrios, which I still can't believe is happening. He's 46 years old. I don't know why Mario Barrios signed. Obviously, everyone wants to fight a legend, but like, he's 46. You know what I mean? He could be your dad. But yeah, 8th division world champion Manny Pacquiao was asked to predict what he believes would happen if Davis and Inoue were to face each other at some point in the future. Inoue is fast. Inoue's style is like when I was young. I would definitely have to say not so much. Similar. I just feel like Pacquiao was a little bit more wilder. Inoue seems to have more compact, tighter punches, if that makes sense. But I can see the similarities in a sense that way. But yeah, I think, I don't know, it's hard. That's a lot of weight to cover. So I don't know who'd win that, honestly. Who do you guys think?
While some may dismiss Manny Pacquiao due to his age and smaller stature, those who've shared the ring with him know better. One fighter who has faced both Pacquiao and Errol Spence stated without hesitation that Pacquiao hits harder. This perspective challenges the widespread assumptions about his declining power. His size might deceive casual fans, but his speed, explosiveness, and punching force remain a serious threat. Underestimating Pacquiao based on appearance or age isn't just naive. It's a mistake that could prove costly for anyone who steps into the ring with him.
I remember when I fought Errol Spence, and he was the first fighter to ever stop me, and everyone was asking me, man, I mean, he must hit harder than Pacquiao and Rouson. And I said, no, actually, he doesn't hit harder than either. They both hit harder than him. Well, how did he stop you? I'm like, he hit me with a lot. It wasn't the one punch. It was the number of punches that he landed on me that was able to get me out of there.
Even boxing legend Mike Tyson has weighed in on Manny Pacquiao's return, and his words carry serious weight. Tyson remarked that no one in the sport today looks more impressive than Pacquiao when he's in motion. Coming from a fighter renowned for his own dominance and power, the praise is powerful. Tyson's comments underscore a key point. Despite being in his mid-40s, Pacquiao still displays the speed, sharpness, and commanding ring presence that have made him a boxing icon.
Which contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big-time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. Oh, looks sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than the Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I ain't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
You don't know much about boxing.
You're a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fights now that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rio.
Behind the spectacle, sources close to both camps have revealed that negotiations are actively in progress. While no official announcement has been made, insiders confirm that key logistical details are being carefully worked out. The entire plan, however, hinges on one critical factor: Pacquiao's performance against Mario Barrios. A dominant, injury-free victory could pave the way for a highly anticipated clash with Gervonta Davis.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
And that's Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserver.
I'm just gonna rub it in. Pause. I remember saying when Tank couldn't get a fight in, I was saying Shakur shouldn't have signed that deal with Matchroom if he wanted to fight Tank. Lomachenko, I said he ducked. But then when he couldn't find a fight, I said, hey, fight Manny Pacquiao. The reason why I said fight Manny Pacquiao at 144 was, number one, you can get the sensationalism and the crazy hype shit of a Jake Paul fight, right? It got the money grab on it. On top of that, though, he can prepare for 140 by fighting Manny at 144, get a training camp in at a heavier weight class. Then he could come down from 144 and fight Tio at 140. Everybody said that don't make sense, Biz. Tank fight Lamont Roach, take a knee.
As talks surrounding a potential Pacquiao versus Davis showdown grow louder, criticism is mounting over the role of boxing authorities. Many experts question the wisdom of sanctioning such a high-stakes fight, especially so soon after Pacquiao's bout with Barrios. Concerns are rising over safety, the significant age gap, and whether Pacquiao will have adequate recovery time. For some, this decision reflects a troubling prioritization of profit over fighter well-being.
Anyway, and Tank Davis. First, let's start with Manny and Tank. That fight's even more trash than this one because Tank Davis is a way better fighter than Mario Barrios, bro. Tank Davis would send Manny Pacquiao. That's not a good look. So Manny can call it out all day. I'm sure PBC would love to make that fight. Tank Davis, if you and your team watching this video, bro, anybody that's rocking with Tank watching this video, that's beneath you, bro. That man's 72 years old, bro. He about to get hands put on him by Mario Barrios anyway, in my opinion, so I don't think it matters. But even if he was to somehow win and defeat Mario Barrios, I would not want to see Tank Davis take on no damn Manny Pacquiao, bro. That shit would be all wrong.
Like many elite athletes who have defied expectations, Manny Pacquiao has not been immune to suspicion. Recently, Edgar Berlanga voiced concerns about Pacquiao's remarkable rise through multiple weight classes, while still retaining his knockout power. Berlanga questioned the legitimacy of Pacquiao's achievements, subtly implying that performance-enhancing drugs may have played a role. A claim that echoes long-standing whispers, but remains unproven,